What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kraken Hunters, Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
And you can see by all the youches in front of us, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be talking about some busts, some Yautja busts.
Half scale, I guess.
Yeah, it's legendary scale. All of these are legendary scale. I'm not sure about the original. Well, no, I think he's legendary scale too.
Yeah, because I mean, the Wolf Predator was bigger than the Jungle Hunter.
Was he?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, different actor.
Oh, okay. Well, plus they got better at, because we know the very first one.
The practical effects and the actual makeup and the suit.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they had about 10 years, 15 years to improve on the suit.
No, it was more than that, wasn't it? For the Wolf Predator, it's like almost 20, 25 years.
No, it's not that long, because
Wolf Predator
87, Jungle Hunter came out in 87.
97, 97, 2007, and about 25. Yeah, 2010. So about 23, close to 25 years.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Yes.
Long time.
Long time.
Different actors. I think. No, I'm wrong. I was going to say Derek Mears or something like that played.
It don't matter. It's the Predator. It's awesome. That's all that matters.
Well, I was going to say the guy who plays Swamp Thing now played one of the Predators.
Really? Oh, that's right.
From Predators.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
So.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to be discussing some of these busts and seeing which one we think is the better of all four, because these are all four the I didn't get the open mouth version of the Predator 2.
The City Hunter?
Yeah, the City Hunter. So we won't be basing it off that. But yeah, so we got four.
We got four of them.
Yeah, we got four of them. So how you want to start this off? You want to go down the line, or you want to just randomly talk about one, or which one?
Let's go in order.
Let's go
1, 2, and 3.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay.
1, 2, and Requiem.
Okay. Best Predator, worst movie. All right, so of course,
I don't know if I would say he's the best Predator, because I really love the Berserker.
Well, that's fair enough, but
okay.
I think the Wolf would take out the Berserker pretty easily. Yeah.
That's the one he played. He played the OG Predator in the dude who plays Swamp Thing now.
Oh, okay. He played
the OG Predator in Predators.
Right.
That's what it was.
All right, so everybody. So we got all the four Predator busts. We're going to start with these two right here. We're going to start with the Masked Hunter and the Jungle Hunter right here from Predator 1.
Right.
And of course, I got the exclusive versions, and how you can always tell that they come with the nameplates, so you can always tell. Well, with the except of that one down there, which we're going to get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things that I did like about this one is there is a lot of detail in this one.
Texture too.
Yes. Oh man, like they really got that turtle type look in the from the Jungle Hunter.
Yeah, or just the texture of the skin.
Right. That reptilian reptilian type look, because you got a lot of the folds and wrinkles in the top of his forehead.
Quills.
Yeah, the quills, the different folds in his mouth, the mandibles.
I'm trying to say too.
Okay, well, flip it around.
I know. They're actually pretty heavy too.
Yeah, they are, which makes me even more mad with that one down there, by the way.
Well, and not only that, the eye look too. The eyes look straight up reptilian, like a turtle eye.
Right. And that's one of the main things I like about the Jungle Hunter when I first purchased him, because he's come out a long time ago. But that's one of the main things I liked about him. He is not movie accurate. Let's go and get that out of the way. He's not. The legendary scale one. That's why I actually liked the Masked Hunter one a little bit better, because it covers up this and it makes it more movie accurate.
I think what it is though, when it comes to the movie accuracy.
And this moves, by the way.
Oh, that's cool. That's new. I think what comes with the movie accuracy, though, is they got more to play with than the screen did in '87. You know what I mean?
And they probably were trying to scale him down to the actual size of what his head would look like, because we all know, like he said, with the animatronics and all that.
It's way out to here.
It had to be huge to fit all the animatronics on there, and still fit on some dude's head while he's playing the Predator.
And the dude who played the original Predator was like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, that dude was huge.
I know.
And tidbit of information: to see what he looks like in the Predator movie, he's the helicopter. After
the helicopter pilot at the very end of the movie.
Yeah, so after the big explosion, which Arnold Schwarzenegger should not have fucking survived. But movie logic. But that he was actually the helicopter pilot at the end of the movie.
And he also played the Jungle Hunter.
Did he play
the City Hunter?
He played the City Hunter?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's one I didn't know. I learn something new every day, everybody.
Oh.
But that's actually one of the reasons why I like the Masked Hunter version a little bit better, because it's a little bit it's a little bit more movie accurate because it covers up the face and everything like that. The only thing I think was a missed opportunity, which pisses me off with Sideshow sometimes, is that they didn't put the lighter feature in the cannon, or the side, the tracker beams.
Or hell, even in the cannon they could have done it.
I don't mind the cannon so much.
Well,
that's fine.
Remember it glowed red after he fired.
True, but you can do that with some good effects.
Right.
One thing I did like, they did have the weathering and that. I'll flip it around to Anubis so he can see it. See the weathering where you can tell it has been fired. That dark singe around they did do that correctly, like to show that dark singe as if it had just been fired or has been fired multiple times before. So that's one of the things. But it pisses me off that how Hot Toys in that so small, in the 6 scale figure, they can make sure they can fit that tracker beam in their figures and their masks. But Sideshow would not do it with this. This is like the perfect scale to do it. You mean to tell me you cannot fit that beam, the wiring for that?
There's all kinds of spots to put batteries in this thing.
Right. Now,
what's this do?
Oh, okay. It does. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Oh, it does have it.
And I have, you know what? Crazy thing is, do I have batteries? I had the fucking batteries in there. My dumb ass. I forgot all about that shit. I'm thinking of, I don't know. I'm thinking of the Jungle Hunter up there. Yeah. My rant. Oh, I feel like a damn moron now. I'm not even going to edit it out, guys. I want you to know how wrong I was so I can feel stupid. Yeah. But I'm thinking of the Jungle Hunter maquette that didn't have the batteries in it.
Well, it doesn't have it on any other one.
Well, because they don't have masks on. If you're going to have the mask, it needs to have that lighter feature. And that's going to turn on for everybody to see. It does have it in there. My rant's getting all damn confused because I'm thinking of Jungle Hunter, the maquette up there. And yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I hang my head in shame. But yeah, so they did get that right. So this is actually one of the main reasons why I did love the Masked Hunter version. Lighter feature and the more movie accuracy. And plus with the shoulder cannon, I love how they made sure to put the little wires, from the helmet to the cannon, to his backpack. So they did a lot of things right on this one.
And the bullet hole right here in his helmet.
Right.
And actual look of the helmet itself. And the visor, the eye visor.
That's the only thing I think could have been done a little bit better. Just a little bit
more.
The
eye visor?
No. Not the eye visor. Just highlight, maybe put some more dry brush in here to highlight the metal. It looks a little plain, a little flat.
Well, it's supposed to look flat. Remember, he's got a camouflage into the background.
That camouflage ain't got nothing to do with weathering. Just to highlight the fact that it's metal. Maybe on the edges a little bit more.
More scars or whatever.
Not even just that. Just a little bit more weathering on here to where it makes it look a little bit more metal. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah, but this version is
No, it's not metal.
No, it's not metal. No,
it would be like 5 pounds of metal.
But one of the things that the original Jungle Hunter Legendary Bus had, the main issue was when it shipped, a lot of people received broken quills. That was one of the main issues with this because they're so stiff.
The dreads?
Yeah. Which even on the version, the Masked Hunter, it's the same thing, but the way they did it and the way they packaged it was a lot better, so we didn't have any broken quills arrive. At least I didn't have any. This one I've had to repair some of the quills because they came in broke.
It's all right though, because if you gotta repair them though, because it's easily, you can hide them pretty.
Oh yeah, because all the quills are in the back and some of them are hidden in between or behind other ones. It's easy to hide.
They definitely could have used a different material.
Yes.
Definitely could have.
Right.
Because I would hate to just sit there and be like touching it and
pop
5 of them fall
exactly.
down, like a domino effect or whatever.
Now, you want to move on? Do you have anything else to add to the Jungle Hunter? Yeah, go ahead.
I think that I know it's not movie accurate, but it definitely looks cool as hell.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
You know, they did a really good job with the veins on the inside of the mouth. They actually did a really good job on the inside of the mouth, the teeth and everything. I think that I would rather prefer this over the movie accuracy version of like the huge jaw coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
I would prefer that. But then again, you know, you look at like the helmet looks legit.
Yeah,
it really
it
does. Really menacing and scary. And then you look at this guy, and he's got all these textures and all these little quills. So much
detail.
So much detail on this little bust and this statue that it just begs for you to be in your collection, like on the showroom floor. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just looks awesome.
It does, and I'll admit that.
And it even looks almost like the texturing that they did on it. It looks reptilian rather than like some of them that look plastic.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to this one.
Well, hell, even that one's got it too.
Right, and so you want to move on?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
We're going to move on to version 2. Same thing with this one. Nowhere near movie accurate. We know that.
Right.
Well, we've actually had pictures. We look. It's not movie accurate.
They've got more paint right up here and down below than they do on the actual movie.
And technically, the crown, or what we want to call the crest,
it's almost like the end of the shell.
It's pushed. It's pushed forward some, and the head itself is a lot more pronounced when it should have been a little bit flatter.
Right.
No, and this should have been a little bit flatter as well. But they did an awesome job on the paint job.
There's a lot of other stuff too that makes it even better, like the details on the teeth that we didn't get from the Jungle Hunter.
Yeah,
you know?
like the little ridges on the edges of his teeth right here.
And even more teeth coming down here and on the inside. And they did a great job on the paint on the outside and on the inside of his mouth. As to where I remember when Danny Glover called him pussy face.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
And like I said, and they did an amazing job like on the paint job itself. Like I love the colors. It's a little bright.
Real bright.
Yeah, I think it's way too bright for, again, not movie accurate.
Right.
But at least they did a good job on the paint application itself. You know, it wasn't too bad. No, the dreads, same kind of material. But I don't think we have as many. I think they learned as far as the packaging mistakes they made with the Jungle Hunter. They fixed that, and we didn't have as many broken quills arriving to customers, as far as I'm not aware of. Because I know this one had a lot of them. That's why it's hard to buy them from a secondhand person, because of the possibility of it breaking en route to the
or
the
hell,
customer.
even just missing ones.
Right, exactly. Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, I don't know too many people who got the ones that did not break and just repaired them. So I mean, which again, if you can repair them good enough, I'm okay for it, because I repaired mine.
You know what I think we forgot about talking about?
Go ahead.
Was actual
The mesh?
The mesh in the body. It's all real.
Yes, and that's one thing they did too. Yeah, it's all real mesh. So they did that.
And the little details that they got with like the little necklaces and stuff.
Right. Which the City Hunter, I don't think
he don't have one.
Yeah, he don't have one.
Yeah, he's about a bitch.
Whereas, like I said, their eyes and everything, they did good. Like they did an excellent job on the paint application on the two, especially highlighting their eyes. And only thing I didn't like about the Jungle Hunter is the way he's looking to the side like this. I would have wished.
You know what it was? It was one of the screen. It was from the movie where he was looking at Arnold. Like, really? You know?
I'm not gonna buy that.
Or it was like after Arnold hit him in the face with his fist, and he's like, you know, like get.
But his eyes were still looking at. I mean, it wasn't. Just this way he's looking is a little awkward. That's all.
Yeah.
Flip it around so you can see if you want to see it.
That's
all. It looks a little awkward like that.
Actually, it reminds me, like after he got hit by Arnold. But you're right. He was kind of looking down at, you know.
Well, fair enough. I can understand it. I don't like it, but I can understand it.
Right, but you're right.
No. These actually come out. Yeah. So like the Masked Hunter, like they realized, okay, you know what? Let's have these taken out while they're shipping, and then
are they magnetized?
No, it's just like the peg. You just push it in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, like so.
Nice.
Yeah, but I do like the paint application on here. Just it's not movie accurate, but they did put a lot of details in there. A lot of details in the crown. You know that, like we said, that reptilian look. I think it's better on the Jungle Hunter.
It's more rigid and it looks more textured than that.
But I think that's because.
shiny.
But I think that's because it was a different type of Yautja when he in the city.
Maybe that's a younger one.
Man, that may be what it is.
So, I mean, he did, like you said, lose against Danny Glover.
Which I've gone back and watched that movie a couple times since then, and I've actually, I've changed my opinion on it a little bit. I do like it. The main thing that's tainted my likability of it is the fact that Yautja lost to Danny Glover.
Yeah, but you forget though, he is a detective in Los Angeles.
Do we have to go through this again?
During a war.
Do we have to go through this again?
I'm just saying, man.
You're telling me
for nothing.
You're telling me that Arnold Schwarzenegger, muscle-bound, black ops guy.
No,
that's what I'm saying. He is a lot more skilled at killing things than Danny Glover is.
No,
Danny Glover's a clock.
more skilled at finding the killer.
Okay, so you can. Oh yeah, so that makes more sense. I find the Yautja. Okay, and that doesn't make any. No, that does not make more sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. What does finding it have to do with surviving it?
Well, I found it.
Well, so did Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he got his ass whipped up and down that jungle.
Arnold didn't find it. He found him.
Arnold got his ass whipped up and down that jungle.
And so did Danny Glover. No. The only thing that saved his ass was how big he was and him using the fucking little blade thing.
This Yautja had a xenomorph skull in his collection. That right there tells me this dude knows how.
He had a whole bunch of skulls. Man.
He had a huge ass
whole
skull.
collection.
Like that thing had a huge.
He had a monster.
Yes, a monster. And I'm sorry. Don't see. He baited me in that shit. Everybody, he baited me. I fell for it. I'm
it's
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. But I went back and watched it, and I do appreciate the movie more now. I still don't agree with that decision to have Danny Glover kill in hand-to-hand combat, mind you. But anyways.
Well, it really wasn't hand-to-hand. It was one arm versus the other.
And even so, he still should have died.
He didn't make it out very easily.
Yeah, anyways. But now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's move on to the disappointment of the group. The Wolf Predator.
They had such a good.
Now, let me say this. That is the best sculpt out of every single one of these.
It's not the best. It's only because the Yautja itself, the Wolf Predator itself, had the more distinct face.
Okay, you know what? That's a very good point.
It's not about the skull. It's just his face in general is a better face than the other predators.
And you know what? I'll concede to that because that's a very good point.
It's not that. They did a good job.
They did a good job replicating his face.
Right.
Everything else on the other. No. And there was another thing that I really liked. The dreads. They use a different material to where it's not easy because you can bend it. It's
a lot more flexible.
Yes.
Kind of PVC or
something like that. So that's actually was a very good design choice.
I think they did the same thing for the quills.
Right. So where they're not easily
rubber.
Yeah, something like that. Where they're not easily able to snap off. So they made a good design choice in that. Aside from the sculpt and even the base. I even like the base. I think the base is the best one out of all of them.
Man. I like that one. I like the Predator 2 base, and I like the OG Predator base.
I understand liking it, but I think the look of the Wolf Predator
because they're throwing Xeno stuff in it.
It looks better. They put some detail into the base itself. Because I love the base. I think the base is the best one out of all of them.
Okay.
I think the sculpt is the best one out of all of them.
All right, I can concede to that.
Everything else, on the other hand, falls short. Everything else.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, what really makes me mad about the Wolf Predator, that Wolf Predator was at least $250 more than every single one of these. I think
and he weighs like nothing.
Yeah, he weighs almost. He plays what? Let me see. Probably weighs about maybe
10 pounds.
No, I don't even think he weighs that much. Probably about 7 or 8. This is, as you can see, this is smaller than the Wolf Predator, and that takes 2 hands. That thing is it has weight to it. It has some weight.
You got to put some ass when you're putting it together.
Yeah. Well, it comes whole.
Well, like when you're putting it down into your
whatever collection, especially on
wherever the hell you're putting it.
Right, and. Was $250 more, and you can tell, even in the camera, you can tell this looks plastic.
It does. I mean, and they did not do a very well. They didn't do a good job with the glisten, I guess,
Right.
or
that sheen
there you go.
like they're coming out of the jungle. They all like the predators have always had that sheen or sweaty look.
Wet look.
Which they didn't really do that in the Jungle Hunter either. They did a little bit more in the City Hunter.
Which that shouldn't even be in a thing because they're in the city. Both of these are in the city.
Right.
That shouldn't even be a thing. This one is the one who should have had the sweat look.
Right, and I agree. He should have. Now, and this one, it looks plastic. It looks fake. It looks cheap.
And the inside lines and the
Yeah,
mouth.
they just sloppily just scribbled them on. Like no kind of time or effort went into that. And for them to charge $250 more than these, which have weight to them, where you can tell these are stone, like that polystone.
Maybe that was why this one has the flexible dreads and the flexible quills because it was cheaper to make.
But that's my point. It's probably cheaper to make, but they're charging $250 more for the damn thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't get me wrong. I love the look of it. The look of this one.
I think what you love is just the Predator itself.
No, not even just that. The look of it looks better. Looks
Wide
amazing.
open mouth.
Just like you said, the Wolf Predator has such a pronounced face and a very unique face, especially with the acid burn, which they did a horrible job with that as well.
Yeah, I can concede to that. I agree because if you had this big ass burn all through the side of your face, you ain't gonna have no quills.
Exactly. Well, not even just that. It's just that it looks cheap. It looks plastic. And that was one of my, like when I reviewed it a while ago, that was one of my main complaints is that it looked cheap. And like I said, and it looked nothing like the prototype picture.
The necklace doesn't even really fucking do it justice neither.
I don't mind the necklace as much. I like the extra.
I'm just saying,
right.
More and more, the more you look at the statue, the more you look at the bust, the more you're like, man, fuck you, dude.
Right, and that was what made me mad with him.
And what was the box like?
Oh man, and then it came. Every single one of these guys came with an art box where their face of it was on the box and everything. Then on top of that, to add insult to injury, they just gave us a plain white box. And
that would piss anybody off.
And the exclusive was just an little small art poster. With the exclusive for these guys, man, we had these right here, which also had some weight to them. We had these little nameplates. I had to get one custom made for him.
Well, these are actually pretty cool. Hell, that'd be a cool desk, little.
Exactly.
Desk
yeah. Exactly. So I mean, that's why for me, just to charge so much more for something that is clearly used inferior materials other than every single one of these. And then to charge that much more money, that's to me, they just ripped their customers off. I was a little upset with it, but because I'm such a Predator fan and there is no other Wolf Predator bust out there, I wanted to keep them because it's part of my collection.
Yeah.
And that makes me even more mad because I feel forced that I have to keep them because there's no other alternative. Like if there was another Wolf Predator bust out there, I would have took this. I would have tried my hardest to get that one and send that back and get my money back. But
would you have sent it back or would you have sold it on eBay?
I'd have sent it back. No, I'd have got my money back.
Okay.
No, or you just use the refund, whatever, for another statue.
It's okay because there's other stuff with the Wolf Predator that like Sideshow has done, like the Hot Toys.
Right, but even then, that's not the same thing. That's not Sideshow. That's Hot Toys.
Okay.
But Sideshow did have a Wolf Predator statue, the legendary scale one, come out, but that thing is so rare and expensive to find. I'd never be the cheapest I've seen it.
It's basically like Isaac Clarke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's even more than him. Like the cheapest I've ever seen that Wolf Predator statue go for is $3,500. That's the cheapest.
Damn.
I've seen it sell for as much as $10,000.
Damn.
Yeah, because it's so rare. You don't see anyone because it's so good. You don't see anyone put that up to sell hardly unless they're probably really in some dire need of some money.
Well, you also got the other Wolf Predator over there.
Right, and even he looks better. They even did a better job on him, because I forgot but I want a scale to fully show him off.
Well, you do have one now.
No, I do, now. Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in some other video. But just, man, I was so disappointed in that one.
I know,
and they
it's
did such a good job on every other one. I know they're not movie accurate, but they still look cool.
They're cool. I mean, and even though they're not movie accurate, you can see where they took their artistic liberties and made it better. Or maybe not even better, but they still gave you what you wanted.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's still, you still know this is the jungle. You still know this is the jungle hunter. You still know this is the city hunter.
Right.
So it's not like they just like took something and just
combobulated it into
and made it unrecognizable from what you were going for. Each one of these look really good. They may not be as movie accurate as some fans would have wanted, but they still look good.
I mean, hell.
He was movie accurate, but they messed it up.
They fucked it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hell, he was movie accurate too, and
I still feel embarrassed not missing that damn.
They did him good.
They did, yeah.
Don't feel too embarrassed.
Well, I swear I feel so embarrassed missing
that.
Like I said, I didn't want to edit it out because I wanted people to know my shame. But man, honestly, so in your opinion, if you had to choose between one, really gonna be an asshole. Man, cut that shit off. Yeah. Anyways, if you had to choose between one that you had to get, and you only had the money for one of them, which one would you get?
I would get him. I think that he looks the coolest.
And for me, it would be the Masked Hunter because I'm more of a fan of the masked version with the laser and everything like that. That's the main reason why. If I still had to go back and choose between all four of these, let me say this. If I'm being completely honest, if I had not known about the quality of this one, I still would choose this one first. But in hindsight's
always 20/20.
Yes, it is. I would go with the Masked Hunter as the one I would choose.
I would choose this one because I like this one the best. I think it looks cool. I think it's fun. Not only that, and it gives you your predator that you want without like knowing that there's all these animatronics that are making his mouth like
it's huge.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole head huge.
It's almost reminds me of like a comic book version of the OG.
Okay.
And because in comic books they make them proportioned.
Right. I think that's what they were going for too.
Yeah.
A more proportioned look.
And I would take away the movie accuracy just to have a good looking Yautja.
And that's what this is. Like I wholeheartedly agree. Like this is a very good looking one, especially from coming out so long ago. I still love the Masked Hunter one because I'm more of a fan of the laser and the mask and the shoulder cannon. But again, if I didn't know about the quality issues, I would have went with him first because he looks so awesome. It just they failed on the follow through. Like they took the shot and failed on the follow through and they just clanked off or they did an air ball. That's what they did with this one. And it makes me mad because it's still it looks amazing. And as strange as this sounds, aside from diehard collectors like myself and some of you out there, if you were just getting this for a Predator fan, I still would recommend this one over all three of these.
I don't know, man. That one's a lot of money.
Well, it is, but if you go by the look of it looks better than all three of them easily.
I don't think so.
I do. I honestly, I think because the Wolf Predator has such a unique look about him. That's what I mean. Like it's a unique one. And if you're just a Predator fan and don't actually care about like collecting statues and you're getting this for just a diehard Predator fan, I would still recommend this one over the rest of them because
I would recommend the OG just because he's the OG.
And that's fair enough. But just for an awesome looking piece, just the awesome looking one, I would go with the Wolf Predator.
Right.
But now, personal preference and knowing what I know as a statue collector, I would go with the Masked Hunter.
Well, hell, I mean, if you're looking for personal preference, I mean, if you're going to go OG or just even look at something awesome, get one of these masks back here.
Well, yeah, that too, yeah.
I mean,
they probably can't see it.
There's a whole bunch of Predator stuff that you can do without spending $800.
No, sorry, it was $650.
Okay, $650 without spending $650 on something that you're gonna look at when you get it in your hand and be like, oh.
But like I said, But see, that's the thing. Like just a regular, not a collector. We're looking at it through the eyes of collectors. But if you're just getting it as a gift for a Predator fan,
right,
they won't even care about that. They just see an awesome looking piece that they want to put on their mantle. And that's what I'm saying. For just a regular person that isn't a collector, this is, to me, a no-brainer. I would easily get this or give this to somebody who's just a regular Predator fan who isn't a collector.
They have to know what Predator that is.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah. Right. But that's what I'm saying. But he looks the best out of all of them. But far as a collector, someone who collects these, man, as a hobby, this one or this one. Because both of them look awesome. They have some weight to them. Everything about it is quality. That, on the other hand, is a disappointment. And it makes me mad, I keep saying this, because this had the potential to be one of the best Predator busts that's ever been made, and they failed on it. It just disappointed.
He's right. So
let us know in the comment section, everybody, which one of these awesome Predator busts do you prefer? Which one do you think, if you don't have it in your collection, which one would you choose to have in your collection? All right, so I think that's really the end of this one.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I enjoy talking about these. Like I said, man, we just, right now, in between the lows of getting lulls, something like that. I think that's, in between the lulls of getting new statues, I'm going to, we'll just be some discussion videos, man, just to bring some videos, man, to interact with our fans out there, man, because, again, like I said in the other videos, my funds aren't as readily accessible or be able to just buy a statue every other week or every week. For everybody, right? Yeah. Well, not some people, because some people can buy a statue every week.
Yeah, well,
we're
not 1%.
Yeah, so statue companies, if you want me to review your statue, please send me one. And we will happily review your statues for you.
Hey, Sideshow, I entered in your sweepstakes.
I've been in plenty of them. Ain't one shit yet.
Well, I entered in the DC Collectibles one.
Right. But yeah, so everybody, let us know which one you prefer. Which one would you prefer to have in your collection. But everybody, that's the end of this video. We thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to get notified of our future videos. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
See y'all next time. Thanks for joining Cracker Hunters. Peace.